If you're worried that qualitative research is soft or it's not real research or it's something you do when you can't do stats, this video is for you. So to start off, to understand what qualitative research is really about, we need to understand what quantitative research is. What is quantitative research? Quantitative, think quantify. If you can turn something into a number, measure it, compare it, analyse it mathematically, then you're in quantitative territory. And this is important. Quantitative research is not just about counting. It also includes measuring change, comparing groups, testing relationships between things, looking at patterns in data. So it's not just about counting things, it's not just about adding things up. If we're dealing with things we can quantify, we're probably in the quantitative research arena. So what does qualitative mean? Qualitative comes from the word quality. When we use the word quality, we're talking about the qualities of the thing. What is it about? What is the nature of it? So it's about the nature of something. It's about what it's like. It's not about amount. It's not about quantifying anything. Qualitative research focuses on experiences, meanings, explanations, and how people understand what's happening. Instead of turning things into numbers or quantifying them, it's about words, descriptions, stories, and examples. Let's take a look at a simple comparison. Imagine you want to study stress at university. A quantitative study might ask, how stressed are the students on a scale of 1 to 10? Is stress higher in first year than in final year? Is stress related to the hours of paid work that students do? So here you're looking at relationships between things that you can measure. A qualitative study, on the other hand, might ask, what does stress feel like for students? When does it become most intense? How do students explain what's causing it? How does stress affect their everyday lives? So here you're not looking to reduce things to numbers. You're not looking to quantify them. You're trying to understand the experience. If you're finding this video helpful, I am really pleased about that. But I just want to ask you a quick question. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? And Patrick wants to know that as well, don't you, dude? Yes, he does. So if you haven't subscribed, take a moment to go and do that now. And that will ensure that every time one of my videos comes out, if you hit the notification bell, you are informed about it. So you don't have to go hunting high and low for videos. They are going to come straight to you. What could be better than that? So go and take a moment to do that now. Back to the video. So in terms of qualitative research, what kind of topic areas is it useful for? Qualitative research is especially useful when you're dealing with complex human situations. Things like major life changes, family dynamics, work, identity, uncertainty about the future. Qualitative research is often used when numbers alone wouldn't tell you why something is happening or how it actually plays out in real life. We're going to have a look at some examples of qualitative research later on in the video, specifically in fields like economics, healthcare, and education, and how it's been absolutely transformational in those fields. So stay tuned for that. How do researchers collect qualitative data? Qualitative data usually comes from things like interviews, conversations or focus groups, observations, written responses, diaries, or documents. The key point is this: people are able to explain things in their own words. They're not limited to ticking boxes or choosing from predetermined answers. That's data collection. What about data analysis? What does qualitative data analysis look like? When you analyse qualitative data, you spend a lot of time reading, listening, watching, and thinking carefully. You look for patterns, themes, similarities, differences. You ask questions like, what keeps coming up? Where do experiences differ? What might help explain that? You're building an understanding. Is qualitative research soft or less impactful? No, and this really matters. Some of the most influential research in the world has been qualitative, and we can point to specific researchers whose work genuinely changed how the world understands key issues. We can look at Eleanor Ostrom, who did qualitative research into governance and shared resources. She won the Nobel Prize in economics, and she used detailed qualitative case studies of communities all around the world. By closely studying how people actually behaved in real settings, she showed how communities successfully managed shared resources like water, forests and fisheries, even though dominant economic theory at the time said that this shouldn't work. Her research changed how economists, governments and environmental organisations think about things like cooperation, sustainability and local decision making. And then we've got Arthur Kleinman's work, his qualitative research into healthcare and illness experiences. This medical anthropologist used in-depth interviews and personal illness stories to study how people experience being unwell. He showed that there's a difference between disease, what doctors diagnose, and illness, how patients actually experience that condition in their everyday lives. This qualitative research influenced how doctors are trained, how mental health is understood, and how patient-centred healthcare is practiced. It helps shift medicine towards paying attention not just to symptoms, but to the lived experiences of patients. And then we've got Annette Leroux, whose qualitative research into education and social class was absolutely transformational. This sociologist used long-term qualitative research with families to study how social class shapes children's lives. Through interviews and observations, she showed how everyday parenting practices affect children's experiences in school. And her work changed how educators and policymakers understand inequality in education, moving away from ideas of individual ability and towards ideas like access, resources, and the interaction styles that schools reward. These researchers didn't just produce interesting stories, their qualitative research changed how the world is understood. And it's important to remember that qualitative and quantitative research aren't enemies. They often work best together. Quantitative research might confirm that something is happening and show you the scope and the scale of it. Qualitative research helps you understand how and why, and many strong research projects use both. So, in summary, quantitative research asks what can we quantify, measure, or compare? Qualitative research asks what is going on here and what does that mean to the people involved? Both are valuable, they just do different jobs.